swiftly on, because, you know, DHL, we're sensible, I'm a bloke with a beard. What else would it be? A tribute to Julie Andrews. Actually, but never mind. Earwax and lotions and long toenail clippings, flares and the sound of the parachute ripping, Tories in lingerie tied up with strings. These are some utterly horrible things. Being told off by the boss when you're slacking, blowing a chat up and getting a smacking, blood in your urine, 1,000 bee stings. These are some utterly horrible things. When the sun's out, when my work's done, when my trousers fit, I can't help but recall all these unpleasant things, and right then I feel live. Thank you. Oh, it's a good audience. Give yourself a round of applause. Just pass the mic, and you know, I don't have a phone call. It's not listening. Right, let's get it back on a more decent track. Everybody, in comedy you search for commonality. What do we have in common? Like, we all had good friends when we were kids. It's a story about a very good friend of mine called Joe, and it's called The Adventure. Let's have an adventure, Joe said to me one day. Let's pretend we're pirates and we can sail away. We can capture Spanish gold, make people walk the plank. And I get seasick, I complained, and so that idea sank. Well, let's pretend we're jungle men, swinging on a vine, fighting lions and tigers, wouldn't that be fine? We can ride on elephants and climb among the trees. I'm scared of heights, I said, and that brought that one to its knees. Well, why don't we pretend we're spies working undercover? And in this enemy HQ are plans we must discover. And if we meet the enemy, we'll quietly slit their throats. I can't, I said, I'll be in Dutch if blood gets on our coats. Then Joe got cross and shouted out, you never want to play. I think that I'll pretend that I'm invisible today. You're not my friend, and that is why you won't see me no more. But Joe, I said, you can't do that. If you don't get that report to marketing by 12 o'clock, you'll be fired. Oh, it gets worried, doesn't it? Okay, I wrote some stuff just for DHL, so you'll have to forgive me. This is called DHL Hounslow. Dear God, employ me, I'm down on my luck. You're not PC, so I can't give a fuck. And this is one about a day in the post room. So I thought you'd want to share that so you could experience what it's like. Okay, and this one thing you'll have noticed in the post room, there are times when you come down, we're all sort of going, oh, and then there are other times when we're reading the newspapers going, I want to die. This is one of the second ones, okay? This is called Slow Day. We haven't got the input, so it's hard to get it out. My eyes are getting droopy while I sit here doing nout. But a little bit of exercise, activity and such, at a pace that makes the heartbeat is a pleasant extra touch. And the teamwork is a bonus, and the chat is always fun. And it's nice to take a stroll when tomorrow is a run. And a run is fun if exercise and company is your goal. And the boredom of the quiet doesn't seep into your soul. And the daily news hypocrisy can't take its tempting toll. I bring a book. So there you go. Save image. And okay, so you're going to have to forgive this, but I heard Site Services went out and saw Chinese Elvis. How do you compete with that? So
sing a song.
Quite right. Okay. So, but again, I'm looking at my notes. Forgive me. This would be better if I learned to go. I only wrote it a few minutes ago. So, I ain't nothing but a postman wandering around. I ain't nothing but a postman wandering around. You know, I think the lost packaging ain't nowhere to be found. Well, they said it was first class, but that was just a lie. They sent it here by donkey. They had arrived on the third try. Now it's in a million pieces. It wasn't DHL, that's why. Oh, sad. Right then, this is a story for children, which I thought I'd like to share. It's called Thing. When the thing in the cupboard devoured Auntie Maud, we applauded it and cheered and were no longer bored. We fed it the gerbil and all the bone china, the parrot and father's recliner. It ain't father too with bone crunching snap. We'd neglected to notice him having a nap. Well, we'd had so much fun, we were now at a loss. With father digested, Mamma would be cross. So we called her to show her what we had discovered, and quick as a flash, pushed her into the cupboard. Our sister was next when she started complaining. It seemed much more easy than simply explaining. But Thing was still hungry and there was no other. So it reached out a claw and grabbed hold of my brother. Now the screaming has stopped, but I'm too scared to flee. And the Thing in the cupboard is looking at me. So there you go. If you ever want to give your kids nightmares, check out my website and read them that. Alright, one for you called Poetic Justice. Today the rain fell sideways, great fat drops of rain, squeezed from clouds like popping zits to pelt the window pane. Today the wind was howling, battering the walls, chasing clouds across the sky in bitter rain-swept squalls. The air was grey and leaden, and the world was wet and cold, but behind the office windows we were warm and dry and bold. We smirked at soaking cyclists half drowning in the spray. We watched cars splash pedestrians whose brollies blew away. We looked down on this scene of gloom and felt a certain pride that while they had to venture out, we were safe inside. And that's when the canteen caught fire. Alright, just because I do poetry and people sometimes expect something a bit more classical, I just want to do this one. I wandered lonely as a cloud, but as the weather was so bad, I had with me some 1,000 friends and much good fun. Hey, should I take that as a criticism?
Obviously, we're followers that are there.
We like the singing. We do like the singing.
We do like the singing.
Yeah, you got
okay,
good
hang on,
voice.
wait. This is not quite so. The highs and the lows, they are all very similar. A schizo is his own best friend. If he cries or he crows, it is all too familiar if he thinks he's going mad or simply turning to the bad. Brain cells come and brain cells go. At least he's not alone, you know. On the brink of depression, I swear there's no messing. A schizo is his own best friend. Oh, I've got one called Quentin. John Denver after one too many Quentin Tarantino movies, but sadly I can't remember it well enough. Alright, I'll let you go after this one, and I've got just one more DHL one, and it's called The Competition. Fuck off FedEx, HDL, and fuck off TNT. UPS and Parcel Force aren't good enough for me. CityLink and CitySprint, you stink. And UK Mail, like Interlink, fuck off as well. File under epic fail. Drop it, hide it, lose it. Say it with me and be proud. It's been a blast and far more fun than Strictly should be allowed. Thank you.
Yay!
All right, there you go.